Huge story yesterday. Lots going on in the NBA. We'll talk about the playoffs with Tony House at 9 o'clock this morning, as we always do. But I guess the biggest news yesterday was Jason Collins, 34 years old, played with Washington, has become the first athlete in any of the all four major sports in North America to come out and admit he's gay. Well, and actually,
that's not true.
No, I believe he did an interview with SI, and they've leaked the information earlier that he has come out and said that
he's going to be the cover boy.
So here's what gets me this morning, because you and I don't know where you stand on it. I think I'm pretty sure I know. But it saddens me, and I understand completely, because I'm part of it. Until he's 34, to come out and he's got to do it with trepidation and all the rest of it, if that's the way he felt about it. But what saddens me worse is then you get the tweets going out there and the comments coming back from the football world, and I get guys, and forgive me, I don't know his name, this is one of them from the Miami Dolphins who says, oh, well, I guess that's okay, all these beautiful women out there and stuff to choose from, if you want to be with guys, I guess that's his choice. Well, you know, there you are right back at it again. That is the homophobic whatever that goes on out there. I don't know if it's because I've got a British background on me, which, you know, you talk about lack of tolerance when it comes to homosexuality in that country. I would say we're almost in the backwoods compared to over here. And yet somehow or another, over the years, the captain of the Welsh rugby team's managed to come out, and other people have managed to come out in recent years and talk about it. I would think, Bill, wouldn't you, that in this day and age it would be a lot easier for guys to be able to talk about their sexuality at whatever point in their lives they want to than it is? Does it surprise you that it's not? No, it doesn't, because of the way we are in dressing rooms. But I'm just saddened when this guy comes out. He's got an opportunity. We have an opportunity to say, well done. Obviously, he's getting a lot of support, but there's still going to be the masses out there that are going, oh, well, fucking faggot's going to be in my dressing room. Oh, well, you know, and not accept where this guy is at. That bothers me.
Can I talk now?
Well, usually you don't wait.
Oh, Jesus. You are on a roll.
Usually you're all over me before you get it out.
Wow.
So what do you think about all this, Bill?
Well,
where do you stand?
I have kids. And one of I think my perspective on this, none of my children are gay, but I would like to think that if they were, that they could still talk to me about it, that they could still lead a happy and loving life. I think one of the things that I never believe homosexuality is a choice. I mean, there may be some people in this.
I don't disagree with you there.
There may be some people in this weird world who try it because, hey, I'll try it. Kicks or that's a different breed. I think that if you're wired that way, I think the biggest problem with it is that so many people who are gay feel they have to hide it from people. Jason Collins is a great example of just what I mean. He's 34 years old. I don't know that this is as big a story as it could be, should be, but I'll explain what I mean by that in a minute. He's still playing in the NBA, although he may not be. This may be his last kick at the can.
Not because he's gay, but just because he's 34.
Well, and that's the whole thing, you know. So, but I mean, I think that's one of the reasons why he felt comfortable enough to do it now. It'll be very interesting to see if he's signed anywhere and gets a chance, to play as an openly gay athlete. No, what's interesting to me about Jason is that he's got a brother, twin brother, Jaron. Jaron said yesterday he had no idea.
Yeah.
Now that tells me something. That tells me
how deeply he hid that.
It has to be something that we as a society come to grips with here. I don't care what anybody, and I really mean this. Whatever I would stop short of polar bears and maybe bestiality in general.
Oh, you got to bring up the Scottish thing again.
Well, you know, I want to leave you and the sheep alone.
You threw the Greeks in there as well.
But here's the thing.
Joking.
The fact of the matter is, whatever you want to, if you find somebody that is into the same thing as you are, and you find true love, I don't care what you do. I really don't. It doesn't matter. As a matter of fact, I would actively say I don't want to know, because it doesn't matter to me. If I walk up to somebody and I meet them, Does it change if I know they're gay? No. I'm going to a gay wedding this summer. I don't care. It's like, because to me, one of the most important things we have to find in life is love. One of the things that I really believe happens in anything, in any walk of life, anywhere in this planet, if you are in a situation where you're on your own, you don't have anybody to love or who loves you, that's where problems start. And in this particular case, this is a guy who, whatever his feelings were, he had to hide them for 34 freaking years.
As do so many athletes.
Absolutely. We have a gay area in Toronto, as you well know, and most big cities do. And I say, great. I say, you know what? I don't care, because, I can't understand people who gay bash, because to me, there's something weird going on there. And it's in the basher, not the bashee. But it would seem to me that if I were gay, I would want it to be known to everybody in my life, because that defines you. That's something that you are, and consequently, if you have to hide it, you're hiding your very existence. It's a terrible way to live.
Further, that's a very good point. And how many years has he been carrying this around?
And
clandestine, having to hide. Think of how many times he was looking for comfort and solace in his life, whether it was just emotionally or sexually or whatever else, that he's had to go and hide under the cover of night, never been seen openly in public, looking at someone the wrong way, where someone would go, look at these two guys. All of that is part of the problem. Bill?